Sets. So we are familiar with the term sets in the sense of tea sets and sofa sets. So tea sets contains all the items related to tea and sofa set contains items related to sofa only. So in the same way we can say it is the set of flowers, it is the set of numbers and it is the set of children's. So all these flower set contains flowers only, number set contains numbers only and children set contains children's only.
So, in this way, we can say set is a well defined collection of objects. Well defined means that it must be possible to tell beyond doubt whether or not a given object belongs to a particular collection under consideration. For example, the collection of vegetables which taste good is not well defined, as taste is different from the person to person. The collection of good movies is again not a set. The collection of number 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9 is well defined, so it will be a set. In example first and second, we can't say that taste and the interest to see movie beyond doubt, so they are not a set. Where example third is a set. Membership of a set. The objects which make up a set are called its members or elements. For example, the set of first 4 days of week, that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So all these days will be member of set A. So we can write Monday is a member of set A, where the symbol means is a member of or belongs to. For example, A belongs to the set ABC, B belongs to the set ABC, and same way C belongs to the set ABC. These symbols mean is not a member of or does not belongs to. For example, 5 does not belongs to the set 0, 2, 4, 6. Representation of sets. Sets can be represented with the help of these three methods. These are description method, tabular form or roster method, and third one rule method or set builder form. So first one, description method. In this method, we write a description of the members of the set stating clearly their common property. For example, the set of counting numbers less than 20, the set of vowels of English alphabet. Tabular form or the roster method. In this method, the elements of the sets are separated by commas and listed within braces. The order in which the elements are listed is unimportant and the repetition is not done while listing the elements. For example, A is the set of first 5 numbers, so we can rearrange the order, that is 5, 3, 1, 2, 4 we can write instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same way the letter of the floor, so we will not repeat here O. O is 2 times in the spelling of F-L-O-O-R, but we will write only one O in our set. So B will be equal to F-L-O-R only. Rule method or set builder form. The set is described by stating a condition or property which an object or element must satisfy if it belongs to that set. For example, x is equal to x as that x has a property p, or we can represent it as x less x has a property p. For example, the set of the rivers in India can be written in set builder form as x as that x is a river of India, and same way the set of vowels can be written as x as that x is the vowels of the English alphabet. So it is our rule method or set builder form. Types of sets. Finite set. A set whose members or elements can be counted, that is, in which the process of counting its members come to an end, are called finite set. For example, A is equal to AEIOU. So there are 5 members, it is countable. The set of the students in your class you can count, so it is countable set, so it is a finite set.
The same way in finite sets, a set which contains unlimited number of elements, that is, in which the counting of elements does not come to an end, is called infinite set. For example, the set of prime numbers and the set of stars in the sky both are uncountable. Singleton set. A set containing only one element is called singleton set. For example, 5 having only one element in this set, so it is singleton set. Empty or null set. The set containing no elements at all is called empty set. It is denoted by the symbol blank curly brackets or phi. For example, set of the square with 5 sides. So there will be no square having 5 sides. Number of element will be 0 and empty set it will be. Same way, the name of the students in your class having age 150 years. So no students will be there. So it is empty set. Cardinal number. The number of distinct elements in a finite set A is called its cardinal number and denoted by Na. For example, let A is equal to 0, 1, 3. So 3 elements are their cardinal number and A will be equal to 3. Same way, there are 5 elements A, E, I, O, U. So the cardinal number will be NB is equal to 5. Equal sets. Two sets A and B are said to be identical or equal when they have exactly the same elements. For example, A is equal to PQR and B again QRP. Elements are same. So then A will be equal to B. Equivalent sets. If the two sets contains the same number of elements which may not be exactly the same elements, they are called equivalent sets. Equivalent sets have same cardinal number. For example, set A contains 3 elements and set B again contains 3 elements only. So set A and B are equivalent sets. We can write cardinal number of A will be cardinal number of B. So they are equivalent sets. Disjoint sets. Sets which do not contain any elements in common are called disjoint sets. For example, set A and set B are disjoint sets because there is no element common. Overlapping sets. Two sets are called overlapping sets if they have at least one element in common. For example, in set A and B, cat is common, so it is overlapping set. Universal sets. A universal set is the set of elements from which elements may be chosen to form sets for a particular discussion. It is denoted by symbol U. The set of the letters of the alphabet is the universal set for all the words, and the set of the number is the universal set for the set of even number less than 100. Means we can choose any letter from the English alphabet to make words, and we can choose any number from the set of numbers to make a particular set of numbers. Thank you.